I tested 15 money habits on myself, and what happened next completely transformed my finances. Number 1, budget expenses. Your expenses every month. I used to roughly estimate what I spent, which basically meant guessing. But now I write everything down. So each month I know exactly where my money goes, including rent, food, gas, subscriptions, and utilities. Because the moment you see the numbers clearly, the guessing ends. And when the guessing ends, the leaks start to reveal themselves. That clarity alone helped me cut unnecessary spending. 2. Track every dollar. Track every dollar coming in and going out. Not obsessively, just consistently. If money leaves my account, I know why. If money comes in, I know why. Most people don't have a money problem. They have an awareness problem. The moment I started tracking everything, my behavior changed automatically. Because when you see exactly where your money goes, careless spending starts to feel uncomfortable. And eventually, you reach a point where you don't feel at ease unless a certain amount is sitting in your account. No daily dining out. 3. Stop eating out every day. This one exposed me. I used to casually spend $20 to $30 on fast food without thinking. Now I limit eating out to about once a month. That one change freed up hundreds of dollars. But more importantly, it rebuilt discipline, because when you stop defaulting to convenience, you start realizing how much money you were quietly wasting on junk food. And honestly, it's closer to every 6 to 7 weeks now. It took time, but once the habit stuck, eating out stopped feeling normal and started feeling intentional. Cancel unused memberships. 4. Cancel unused subscriptions. Old memberships, forgotten apps, random charges I stopped noticing. For a long time, I treated them like background noise. $10 here, $8 there. Individually, they didn't seem like a problem, but when I added everything up, it was embarrassing. All those small charges were quietly draining money every single month. That's the thing about small financial leaks. They don't feel dangerous until you realize they never stop. So I canceled everything I wasn't actively using, and almost immediately money stopped disappearing. Small leaks sink ships and bank accounts too. Avoid new debt. 5. Avoid new debt. No financing games, and no "I'll pay it later" mentality. Because that's how most people get stuck. For a long time, I believed debt wasn't a big deal. It's just a monthly payment. But every new payment locks up your future income. Money you haven't even earned yet is already committed. So I made a rule. If I can't pay cash, I don't buy it. Because debt doesn't just cost money, it costs freedom. And once I stopped borrowing from my future self, my finances started moving forward instead of sideways. Attack existing debt. 6. Attack existing debt aggressively. If I had debt, I didn't drift. I went after it fast. Extra payments. No excuses. No minimum payment mindset, because minimum payments keep balances alive forever. And the longer debt sticks around, the heavier it feels. Every balance I cleared gave me a boost of confidence, not just financially, but mentally. Because debt isn't just a number, it's pressure in the background of your life. And every time one disappeared, it felt like weight lifted off my shoulders. That's when I realized something. Debt is psychological, not just financial. 1,000 Emergency Fund. 7. Build a $1,000 emergency fund. Before investing heavily or upgrading my lifestyle, I created a $1,000 buffer first, and that alone changed everything. Before that, every unexpected expense felt like a crisis: car repairs, medical bills, random life issues. Instant stress. But once that $1,000 cushion was there, something shifted. Problems got handled. No panic, no stress spiral. And if I ever use the fund, I rebuild it immediately. Because the goal isn't to have a safety net. Once, it's to always have one. That's control. You can't afford it. 8. If you can't buy it 3 times, you can't afford it. This rule is harsh, but it works. If I can't comfortably buy something 3 times in cash, I don't buy it. Because most purchases feel affordable when you only think about them once. But imagine buying it 3 times and suddenly the truth appears. That $200 item isn't really $200, it's $600 of impact. And once I started using this rule, impulse spending dropped fast because it forces one simple question. Do I really want this, or do I just want it right now? Live below your means. 9. Live below your means on purpose, not accidentally intentionally. Because when people start earning more, their lifestyle quietly grows with it. Better food, better clothes, more convenience. And before they realize it, the extra income disappears. I caught myself doing this too. Every time I earned more, I found ways to spend more. So I flipped the rule. When my income increases, my lifestyle stays the same. The difference gets invested. Because the goal isn't to look rich, it's to become rich. Most people upgrade comfort first. This shift changes your entire financial path. Stop lending money. 10. Stop lending money to people. This one took time to learn. Whenever someone needed help, my instinct was to say yes. Can you lend me some? I'll pay you back next week. Sometimes they did, but often they didn't. And what started as helping turned into frustration. Because lending money to friends or family doesn't just risk money, it risks relationships. So I made a rule. If I can't afford to give it, I don't lend it. Money should never create tension between people you care about. And once I stopped lending casually, I stopped creating problems for myself. Read a finance book. 11. Read a finance book. I realized something embarrassing. I was trying to build wealth without understanding how money works. So I started reading. Not 10 books at once, just one. Because one good finance book can change how you see spending, investing, and risk. And most money mistakes aren't because people are dumb. They were just never taught. Learning about money slowly changed how I think. Because once you understand it, you stop making emotional decisions. I highly recommend The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Invest in a skill. 12. Invest in a skill or business every month, not just the stock market. I'm talking about investing in yourself, courses, tools, skill building. Because the best investment is the one that produces income, your ability. Most people only think about investing money. But when your skills grow, your earning power grows too. Income expands when capability expands. And once I started investing in learning instead of just consuming, I stopped thinking like a consumer and started thinking like a creator. Think in 5-year blocks. 13. Think in 5-year blocks. Every purchase now goes through one filter. Will this matter in 5 years? Because most bad financial decisions are short-term. Late-night purchases, impulse upgrades, things that feel important for a few days. But when you extend your thinking 5 years out, most of it loses power instantly. Suddenly the question isn't, can I buy this, but will this matter later? And that one question eliminates a lot of short-term mistakes. Separate status. From spending. 14. Separate status from spending. Most spending isn't about enjoyment, it's about signaling. Looking successful, looking ahead, looking like you have things figured out. I caught myself doing this too, buying things that felt impressive but didn't improve my life. So I started asking, am I buying this because I need it, or because I want it to say something about me? Once I removed ego from spending, something changed. Expenses dropped naturally. Freedom increased. Confidence increased. I stopped trying to look ahead and started actually getting ahead. Monthly financial reset. 15. Monthly financial reset. At the end of every month, I do one simple thing. I reset. I review what came in, what went out, and adjust what needs to change. Then I recommit for the next month. No shame, no guilt, just recalibration. Because money mistakes are normal, but ignoring them is expensive. That monthly reset turned my finances from reactive into structured.